Rise and shine, people. Rise and shine. It is like 7 minutes till 6 in the morning. And I'm up. Should have my ass still in bed, but for some reason I can't damn sleep. So I thought I'd take my black ass to the damn gym. Give me a workout since they open up at 5 o'clock. So I decided to get on up. Give me a quick workout. So I thought I'd go ahead and make this video before I walk in there, since I'm in the mood and really need to kind of put some more helpful content out on the channel. I'm gonna this video is I'm really gonna touch on a trust for a minute, because you know I be kind of bouncing around with topics or whatever, but sometimes I feel the need to kind of retouch, to kind of revisit some topics that I've talked about in the past, because when people, even new subscribers, tend to not always go in the old videos. Sometimes they won't, subscribers won't, they kind of just flow with what it is that the new stuff, the more recent videos. And so they don't think about going to old videos and try to, see what's on the, what's already posted from months ago. And so I'm talking about actually how to convey property into a trust. Because, we always hear people talking about moving your property into a trust, moving in there. Like, what do you mean by moving in there? I remember when I was first studying about a trust, how to create my first trust. I created my first trust last year around this time, maybe about September. That's when I started studying it anyway, September of last year. Because I didn't understand enough about it back in the day when I was making my first video, my first channel. I didn't know enough about it to talk about it for real. Not really, I didn't. So I kind of stuck with what I was already familiar with and what I knew how to do already. So I didn't talk about it. So but I would always hear people talking about, back when I used to hear the people that was teaching back in the day, they always talking about, if you can create a trust and you got to move your property in it. But they never tell you how to actually move the damn property. What the fuck? How do you move property? You have to actually, anytime you want to convey property from one entity to another one, you can use a quit claim deed to do that. Okay, a quit claim deed, or a grant deed. It's up to you. You can decide which one you want to use, but that's actually what you're going to use to actually convey property from I'm gonna say your all caps name to, say, a trust. Say if you got a trust created, you create a deed that conveys it from one to the other. You can there are templates on the internet. Don't go buying no damn templates from nobody, because there are free templates on the internet. You do not need to be buying no templates from people on how to transfer what one look like. Just Google it, y'all. Just Google it. There are templates all over the internet. You use whatever form, whatever kind, whichever one you want to use. It's totally up to you. But you can create a deed yourself. You get it. You look at the mechanics of one, how one's structured, and you just plug in your information. And it's really self-explanatory when you see one. And then you get it notarized. And the same way you do if I sold your car. If I sold your car and it went from my straw man to your straw man. I'm using straw man for the sake of conversation. I try to get away from using the term straw man all the time. Your all caps name, your estate. Keep in mind, it's your estate. Your estate is all your property. All of your property. It's the total property. So you want to add a car to your estate. It's going to be in that same name, that name in all caps. Okay. So just like if you got a deed, that deed, a deed to a car, a deed to a house, it has your name in all caps written on there. Now if you want to convey that property to another property, to another entity, all you have to do is create a deed, and you conveying it from that name to the name that you're conveying it to. Get it notarized, and of course, I would advise you to get it recorded in the county recorder's office, so you can create a record at that point. Now you have proof. You have prima facie evidence in the county recorder's office of that conveyance. Okay. Confirming that trust or that new entity owns that property. Okay. I want to see if I'm using this other light that I normally use for the gym. I'm using this for light because it's dark outside, really. But I'm gonna see if I can turn my internet on and connect it so I can kind of read a quit claim deed definition. Let me see. Hopefully it won't fuck me up. Hold on a second. Yeah, it had the damn stop. Time I turned the hotspot on, it decided they wanted to. Stop recording, so I had to start another recording. See if I can. A quit claim deed. I'm gonna look that up. But that's the only way I get on the internet with this phone is when I connect the Wi-Fi to the other phone. So let me see if I can look that up real quick. I think y'all got a good idea of what I'm talking about. Hopefully you do, because it's real simple. You don't want to overthink things. A lot of times people overthink it, make it sound like it's so damn complex. Something so simple, they don't want to just straight out explain it in a simple language so you can understand it. They want to make shit seem so complex and difficult because they want you buying shit from them. Quit claim deed. Quit claim. Let me see. I'm trying to look up. I like using Cornell. Y'all know I like using Cornell law. So either that, Black's Law, Bouvier. I like using, credible sources. Legal definition. Let's see. Okay. Here it is. Quit claim deed. That's Cornell law. I'm looking at Cornell law, so you can actually pause this video and look at it, or sometimes your cell phone. A lot of times when you're watching a YouTube video, you can actually go to Google while you're watching the video and have double screens or whatever. But it specifically says a quit claim deed. Get your ass out the damn way. I hate when they have them pop-ups on my screen. It says a document by which a grantor conveys his or her present interest, if any, in a given parcel of real property to a grantee without representing, covenanting or warranting that the title is good. Okay. So basically what it is, you're the grantor. If it's you that's giving, you're the one that's doing the transferring, you're the grantor, and the entity that's receiving the property is the grantee. So it's real simple. It's pretty much what it is. That's the definition. It says a document by which a grantor conveys his or her present interest, if any, in a given parcel of real property to a grantee without representing, covenanting, covenanting or warranting that the title is good. So it's pretty much what it is. That's what it's saying right there. So let me see. Well, it was something else it was saying. I was looking at the Georgia. Also, it says also known as a non-warranty deed. Now I'm looking at a Georgia.gov website when it's talking about transfer property with a quit claim deed. It says that it's sometimes used to transfer property as well as clear titles. Say sellers tend to be more willing to transfer property through quit claim deeds. However, quit claim deeds offer no warranty that the grantor owns or has any rights to transfer the property. Now, if it's your property, you ain't worried about that. It's not an issue for you. You just, say you create a trust, a revocable trust, living trust, and you want the property to be owned by the trust. You're going to use a quit claim deed or a grant deed. You could use a grant deed. It's up to you, whichever one you choose to use. Let me see let me look at grant deed. Look at that definition. A grant deed by Cornell Law. A grant deed, I always say, also refers to as damn thing kind of small. Also referred to as a limited warranty deeds, or a type of legal transfer document that gives limited protection to the grantee. The grantor in a grant deed promises that the title being transferred has no unexpected liens, encumbrances, or claims against the property for the time in which the grantor owned the property. The grantor will hire a title company to conduct a title search to provide further proof of ownership, and sometimes the grantor will pay for title insurance. The key aspects of grant deeds is that they do not guarantee that encumbrances on the title did not exist prior to the ownership of the grantor. So if someone later claims a lien or other interest in the property that exists prior to being purchased by the grantor, the grantee likely will be responsible for that risk, unlike warranty deeds. So now you see there's a difference. So you decide which one you would choose to use if you're going to use a grant deed, but any kind of deed. But bottom line is you would use a deed to transfer property out of the name of your straw man name, your legal name, all caps name, whichever one you want to call it, your estate name, into the name of another entity like your LLC or a trust or whatever entity you create that you want to put your property in. You need to use a grant. You need to use a deed. So just keeping stuff simple, y'all. You don't have to do all this extra shit people doing. I mean, when I created one, I was like, how do you move the stuff in there? And it was like, you just name it in your Schedule A in your trust. Like, yeah, you naming it, but I'm like, that's the case. I can just name, so I can go look in your dashboard and just write down your VIN number and then put that shit in my damn trust. Does that mean I own it? No, just because you write it down in a Schedule A don't mean you own that motherfucker. You need proof that there was an actual conveyance. You can't just name something on a Schedule A and that be proof that you actually own it, that entity actually owns it. So that deed is the proof that it's actually owned by the trust. So then you can name it in the Schedule A all day long. If you don't have a deed or nothing like that, no kind of title of no sort. A deed is a sort of a title. So you don't have nothing like that created showing that there was a conveyance, then there's no proof that the trust actually owns that property. So most people, so if you're creating a trust and you don't even have property owned by that trust, you don't have a trust yet, because a trust has to have some type of value to it. Whether it's a bank account or jewelry, a car, house, has to have some property attached to it, in order to give it some value. That's what a real trust has to have. It's not a trust if you don't have anything, no property owned by it. It's not owned, if that entity, that trust doesn't own anything, it's not a trust. It's got to have some kind of property in it. Okay, y'all. Hopefully that helped y'all out when it comes to how to convey property into a trust. All right. See y'all in the next video. I'm going to get on in here and get this workout, see if I can get some sweat going, because I'm still waking up. I'm not, my juices ain't flowing just yet. But as soon as I hit this treadmill, maybe the first 3 or 4 minutes, I'll be up then. So be good to go. Probably because I'm still processing a lot of things. I'm still thinking. Got a lot of shit I'm thinking about. So we'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all hold it down, all right? Emerald signing out.